Hello everyone, Jennifer here with Talking Training with the Trades. Reaching out with another video for you today about how you move through this pandemic that we're facing and where you need to start focusing on. I've got a lot of questions from several of you about staff and how you deal with your team during these uncertain times. I heard from several that were had to close up their apprenticeship program due to the self-quarantines that were going on, and what does that look like their staff they just sent home. Some of them where they're setting up so their organization can work from home. So as I've mentioned in some of my previous videos, and they're worth looking at if you haven't seen, how you show up and the energy you're showing up as a leader of your organization really matters. Actually, you can take it a lot further even from your organization. You can even imagine the energy you're bringing home to your family, your significant other, your children, other people you interact with. It all matters, because if you're showing up in fear with them, they're going to get more scared and more frantic and not going to be able to focus. Instead, you really need to spend a lot of time on yourself, moving out of the fear-based, the unknown, and into moving forward, the passion that you have for your program to move you guys forward. Before any type of team meeting that you go through or any conversation you have with staff, I highly recommend that you come from an energy of serving them, helping them, a vision for the future, and you spend some time with yourself to get yourself in the right headspace before you go to them. Because if you're bringing more fear and unknown to them, it is not going to go well, and I do not recommend that that's the energy you use with them. So one of the recommendations I have is just to start a conversation with your staff, and I do this regularly with mine, asking them, how can I support you best during these times? All of my staff is different in regards to what's going on for them, especially in their personal lives. Some have children that they're at home with. That's not usually the case, and they're all trying to scramble to figure out how to deal with that. Some are just really worried because they may have a significant other that's still out there doing one of the critical jobs for this country. So I just open up and I listen. I'm listening a lot more these days to everyone to figure out what are their needs. What do I need to know about as their leader to help them move forward? Here's a beautiful thing that happens though, is when you start to open up and create space for them to see that somebody is listening, they create space for you too. So they may come to you with ideas for your apprenticeship program on how you move things forward or how they want to help you. So this is why I go back to saying the energy you show up in really matters, and it could be as simple as a question of how can I best support you during these times? What are you going through? Let's have a conversation. And I recommend you have the conversation more than once. Every week I check in with my team. I happen to be lucky enough where I had my office already set up. I've got remote attorneys that work for me, so almost every employee at my team can work remotely. If you have questions about what that looks like to work remotely with your team, technology you can use with your team to make sure everyone gets organized, let me know. But remember, supporting them is also how you move your program forward, so think about that and how you want to show up for them. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. Take care.